It is time to leave your worries outside and laugh with us inside the Treehouse. I'm Dan O'Malley, along with Trey Trenholm and a Longhorn hat-wearing Rebecca Black.
It's because I didn't want to wear makeup today.
Nor should you have to. I never do, so, you know. Coming up on the show today, brainworms, WFAA's tire changers, and movie life. That is all coming up today inside the Treehouse Show. If you like what you hear today, be sure to like, share, follow, especially the share part. Share from your favorite listening platform. Send the show to a friend or share it on social media, and together let's grow the Treehouse Show. Before we jump into a fun movie life question I have for you two, I want to point out that since you are both Longhorns, Rebecca, you've got your Longhorn lid on, and Trey has his Longhorn halo above his noggin on the wall behind him. Yesterday's show, we talked about the time when Trey road tripped as a Longhorn fan to Buckeye Land. Trey went to Ohio State to watch the Longhorns play, and it was not a fun experience for Trey dealing with the Ohio State fans. Texas won the game. That was good.
Yeah.
That was
Fans?
That was the magic year. But
Was that 06?
05.
05. That was the national title
National championship year. Yeah. Vince Young, man.
Rebecca, have you ever been to Buckeye Stadium?
I have not. I have heard nothing but bad things, though. And I think Trey is one of the most that I've heard it from.
Don't do it.
I mean, like it's so bad there. I mean, because I think the horseshoe seats like 100,000 people, but they stick the visitors in one end, and you're even looking at the cops going, "Hey, can you help us out?" And they're like, "No."
Nah.
Like, what do you want us to do? There's 20 of us. There's 100,000 of them. No, this is pretty much how it is.
If you want, I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
I could hit you a couple of times with my baton, so at least that way it looks like you're already getting it, so maybe the fans will leave you alone.
Right.
Oh, man, that is rough. As a Texas fan, this is how I'm going to segue into the movie life question. As Texas fans, if you had to, if you could only follow your team to visiting stadiums, which one would you go to? You could never go to a home game again. You could only follow Texas to one road stadium per year. I realize that they rotate and it's not always the same. It's a hypothetical, so just, entertain me here.
I feel like LSU would be a good option because at least there's a party.
Okay.
Like all the time.
And maybe the Tiger fans, because it's all about laissez bon temps roulette, they're not going to be so angry and spitting on you like the Ohio State fans do.
I mean,
there might be angry and spitting. It's just they're so drunk.
Yeah, at least there's alcohol involved, though, right? Like you gotta
like
weigh.
It's not like you're going to end up like in their gumbo or anything. Okay, so you're going to go Tiger Stadium. You're going LSU. Trey, if you had to choose, which visitor stadium?
I mean, LSU's not a bad. Ole Miss, the Grove is one big party. I would say. I mean, now you're going to get into my biases of places I actually want to go see games.
Right.
So, Alabama, the Swamp. And with Florida.
Yep.
So
those would be fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to segue that Longhorn question, the college football question, into a conversation I've seen online for a couple of weeks, and I want to pose this question to you. If you had to live inside of a movie franchise, which movie franchise would you choose? Here are the stipulations. It has to be a movie franchise of at least 2 films. So it's not like just a one-off, one movie kind of a thing. It's got to be a movie franchise. You're not a character in it. Like, you're not like one of the main characters. You're just you. And you're thrust into this world. which movie franchise would you choose? And look, this is a question I have pondered over a couple of days, and it has soothed my anxiety-riddled, overthinking brain because
Mhm.
my first thoughts are like, "Oh, I want to do this one. I want to do that one." Then I'm like, "Oh, wait. No, I don't." So I'm curious, Trey, if you had to choose a movie franchise to live in, which would you choose?
Star Trek.
Okay.
That's actually pretty good because
Yeah, I don't hate that.
no. Rebecca, what about you?
I would choose Back to the Future.
That's not bad.
Which timeline?
Does it matter?
Yeah, well, because
Yes,
you can't. You're not a main character.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I would.
'Cause
I'm gonna pick the original '80s timeline. Okay.
Okay.
From the first movie, and then I'm gonna befriend and or fall in love with Marty McFly so that I can go on all of the escapades with him, like
Oh,
girlfriend
that's-
Jennifer did. No, y'all, I'm not a main character, but I'm gonna figure out how to become one.
You're gonna
You
make
leave
the
me alone.
you're gonna make the leap from NPC to main character.
Correct.
You're like Free Guy.
Correct. And then I guess if I don't, I still get to live in the '80s, which was like awesome. 1985, like come on.
Yeah. And look, I mean, it's not like there's a ton of 80s movies franchises where it's like, oh, that would be fun. Like if it's the one-off thing, like
Yeah.
if you want to live in 16 Candles or Breakfast Club, fine. But those are just one movie. The
I mean,
80s, it's like you're gonna choose Rambo.
now that I'm thinking about it, technically, if I had chosen Back to the Future 2, where they go into the future and Trump is president, I'm already freaking there.
Yeah, he was based on that character. So my thinking with the Back to the Future thing was that was one of my first thoughts because I thought,
Yeah.
you know what, as a non-essential person in that world, that would probably be fairly safe. However, every screw up that Doc and Marty have has ripple effects through space and time. So because he kisses his mama in the first one, I may end up not existing. Like what happens when they screw up that timeline and the mall is no longer there and I was currently shopping at the Buckle when it happened? Do I then get swallowed up in it? So Back to the Future, while seemingly safe, still is fraught with trouble. Star Trek, I think, is interesting, Trey, because most of the problems in Star Trek happen way far away from Earth.
True.
But if you're truly thrust into the Star Trek realm, then I'm assuming you're going to be, because Trey, I mean, you're clearly Captain Material.
I just think, if Gene Roddenberry had a very utopian view of the world when he created Star Trek. It's a world where money, you don't need money, and you could go on a starship and see the universe, and the technology's so far advanced. So yeah, I mean that would be my.
So like I assume with this question though that you don't get to just be a random person on Earth like if you're in Star Trek or whatever. Like he's got to be on the ship because that's a part of the movie.
Yeah, that kind of is, but I mean, also part of the Star Trek realm is they go to Earth some too. So Star Trek may actually be one of the best answers to possibly give because you could still like live in Dallas and still be kind of cool with the Star Trek thing because it's not like there are very many Romulans dropping out of the sky, on top of Uptown. But I was actually wrong, Trey. As much as I think you are Captain Material, you are Spock. And that is partly because you've got the eyebrow. You've got that Vulcan eyebrow. See, there it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. But here's the trouble. I think a lot of people would see this question and they would immediately say, "I'm going to Star Wars." That's not a good idea.
Mm-mm.
Star Wars is absolutely a catastrophic movie universe for normal people. You could just be hanging out, having some coffee on Alderaan, and Vader just blows you up.
Yep.
You're not a Jedi, so you don't get the lightsaber. And if you do, you'd probably kill yourself with it, just like Luke almost did in the first one as he looked down the barrel of it.
I think this applies to any of the Marvel movies too, because you never know where they're going to be and what city or state they're going to blow up. You just don't know.
That's absolutely true. Like, you could be like me right now. I'm visiting New York, and if I'm visiting New York, what happens if Loki just flies by and blows me up? You
Yeah,
never really know. Or if, I'm at a kid's soccer game and Thanos snaps and half the people are gone. The Marvel
exactly.
Cinematic Universe is one of the worst. Star Wars is up there as well. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but you ever notice how in Star Wars there's never any guardrails anywhere? Like, all the platforms, all the walkways, there's nothing to hang on to. It's just, if you fall, you're gone. There's no OSHA in the galaxy far, far away. And
guardrails aren't cool, Dan.
No, Star Wars is very anti-ADA. It is not handy-capable. If you're in a wheelchair in Star Wars, that's just too effing bad.
Yeah.
But that was actually intentional on the part of George Lucas. And the reason why was because he said he wanted there to always be this sense of danger or trouble throughout the galaxy. So that's why they didn't have guardrails. I just thought it was something silly, like maybe they just didn't make them that day because it would have cost more money on the model sets. Kind of like the reason the Simpsons only have 3 fingers, because it's cheaper and faster as opposed to 5. But yeah, I mean, Star Wars is got to be one of the worst universes to live in, because you could just trip and fall and you're gone, let alone, being subjected to the whims of the Sith.
I also wouldn't want to live in the Matrix either.
Oh, actually, that
one's probably more like real life. Honestly.
It really is.
We don't know.
Just depends,
we don't know.
It just depends on which pill you want to take.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that we would just be regular people and not part of the cast. So I don't have to join Keanu in the basement somewhere and eat that disgusting gruel business.
Thank you. Like, you don't have to have your head shaved. You don't have to have a spike shoved into your brain stem and eat porridge.
Right. I just say stupid and in the real world. So kind of like now. So we're good.
Yeah. It's like in that first one where it's Joe Pantoliano's character went, because he betrays everyone. His whole thing is, I just want to go back, plug me back in and just make me rich and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's yours, Dan?
Thank you for asking, Trey. I am stuck between deciding the movie franchise that I would want to live in, either Toy Story or maybe 50 Shades of Grey. Because whatever happens to Anastasia Steele in 50 Shades of Grey has no bearing on me. Whatever she and Christian Grey, that I'm aware of. Unless I get kidnapped and brought into the Red Room against my will, the 50 Shades of Grey universe is going to be pretty chill for me.
Because it would be against your will.
As Anastasia and Christian Grey go in the room one day, and it's just me, and I've strapped myself in. Bring it out!
God, I don't want to be a part of any franchise there that's so poorly written. Because it is literally the most poorly written movie, book, etc. It's such garbage.
I've read one of those books, and it was hysterical. I was actually reading it on vacation. I'm next to a pool. I'm reading this book and I'm laughing at certain parts. It's great.
Oh, we did a whole bit with it where me and my friend Kathy on the air would read excerpts from it, and then we made it extra dirty and would bleep things, and it was hilarious.
We did that with Billy. We sort of did that with Billy the Kid, but in a different way. We would just bleep words that we would insert with his commercial copy to make it sound like he was saying way worse stuff.
I love it.
He would have wished we given him 50 Shades of Grey copy to read. But yeah, yeah. So if you could live inside of a movie franchise, I think those are my answers. And I haven't even seen. I don't think I've seen Toy Story 3, 4, and I definitely have not seen 5.
I have never seen any of the Toy Story movies.
None? Oh, they're so good.
They really are, Trey.
I have. It's on my list. I've
very enjoyable.
I just now started giving Game of Thrones a try again, which I'm I don't know where I was last time, but now I'm really enjoying it. I'm just in the first season, so.
I did the first season with my husband and then stopped and then picked it back up in the last however many episodes.
Oh God.
Yeah. There was one good episode in that final season and then the rest was trashed.
I don't know if that would be a better way to watch it or worse. But I will say this: what's the last big thing that happened in Game of Thrones that you've seen, Trey?
I mean, I'm on I just finished, I think, episode 4. So,
all right. So you saw the kid get pushed out the tower window.
Yeah, he actually just woke up.
Okay. I'm a little envious of you because there are parts of Game of Thrones I absolutely love, which, if we're being honest, that's another movie universe I want nothing to do with.
Same.
I mean,
you could die at any given moment. No, thank you. Or burned or.
The thing I will always say about any of the old movies that take place in yesteryear, old times, everyone has to smell so bad. That is the thing that I absolutely cannot get past.
Same thing with a Western too, because you know how nasty you have to be in one of those dusty ass towns. No,
anything before probably the 1930s. No.
Yeah,
I want none of that. I want nothing from the Middle Ages, Braveheart. You want to talk about stinky? Oh my God! And those guys weren't even wearing underwear. I mean, so that's just all ass and hair.
And that smell, and basically no seasoning.
No salt and pepper, not a thing yet.
I think you have
salt.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was more for preserving things.
I was going to say, it's more for curing, but no.
Yeah, you also have to hunt for your own food. No thanks.
Yeah, I think in order to survive the Braveheart world, I'd have to be snorting salt so I couldn't smell anything. Yeah, Middle Ages, absolutely not. Anything without running water.
And plumbing. We want plumbing, people.
No one wants to go back to the
toilet paper.
Yes,
thank you.
I love it.
No one wants to go back. It's don't get me wrong, the Romans had plumbing, which was great, but they were still using some weird sponge on the end of a stick to wipe each other. That's just no fun for anybody.
And that's a sharing situation, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, that gets us back to the Red Room in my universe.
Always comes back to you and a strap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At least you two will be safe.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
This segment of The Treehouse, is brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. To get your free roof inspection and property review, 833-COOK-DFW. That's 833-COOK-DFW. Get that scheduled today, or the website cookdfw.com. The other day, Rebecca finally said, okay, I'm going to call him because Hubs said we got to fix that roof and we got to fix that hole in the roof.
Yeah.
Did you call him?
It is on my list today.
God,
seriously. I know. No, but it really is. I swear. We're those neighbors right now. We're the neighbors that literally have the foam insulation squirted up there to fill in the hole. And my husband's like, I've had enough. Call people. I swear I'm calling them today.
So you're telling me that you put Fix-A-Flat in a hole in your roof?
100% yes. And it's worked for 2 years.
You know what? Look, I'm not going to judge you too harshly on that because I've used Flex Seal on my roof a couple of times.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
You do. However, I don't live anywhere near Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration's operating area. I live 2,200 miles away from them. Otherwise, I would say, Daniel, get your ass on my roof. Before we sold our house in Dallas, he had been on my roof because I used him. I called him. You, on the other hand, you're putting Fix-A-Flat in a hole in your roof when you could just call the man.
I know it wasn't always like this. We had roofers come out, but they were like insistent on replacing the entire roof, which it does not need because it's brand new, right? I just need the hole fixed. So here we are 2 years later, and I finally found some people who will just fix the hole. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they're not going to force you to put a new roof on the
I
house.
know. Thank you.
However, if you need one, they're going to tell you, hey, the way I've always judged these things is, and Trey and I have a similar approach when we go to the vet, and you probably do too as a fellow animal lover, which is when you're kind of in that position, I'm not really sure what to do. You would then lean towards the vet and be like, if this was your animal, what would you do? So like when Daniel Cook comes to the house and be like, if this was your house, what would you do? He's like, I would do this or I would do that. So once you find someone you trust enough, that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, exactly.
So if you ask, if he tells you you need a new roof, you do. He's not going to force you to do it.
No, I know. I trust him though. I trust you guys because you know them. So there's a difference. We had so many just people trying to it was a cash grab. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 833 Cook DFW. Would you just call the man?
I am. I'm calling him. I texted you on Saturday about who I'm supposed to talk to.
And
I'm going to do it today. Today.
You sound like me talking to my wife. I'm going to call him today. I swear to God, I'm not in trouble.
It's on the agenda, I swear.
CookDFW.com. Okay. Today is not Saturday, the day that I gave you that number. Today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2026, which means technically you asked me last month for their number.
I know.
And it's now a new month. Wednesday, July 1st, 2026 birthdays today. It's a decent day for some birthdays. We got some decent ones. Nine-time Olympic gold medalist and one of the greatest track and field athletes ever, Carl Lewis, 65 today.
Best national anthem of all time.
Oof. Oh, God.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Okay. I asked you guys earlier a hypothetical, so I'm going to ask you a very real question now. Whose national anthem performance was worse? Carl Lewis or Roseanne Barr? Rebecca, I'll go to you first on this one.
You know what? I actually might have to give it to Roseanne because I think she was trying to be legitimately funny in that moment and it failed so epically bad. I think Carl was really giving it his all.
So
I don't know what's worse, purposeful fail or...
Your reasoning is the reason why I give an opposite answer. To me, Carl Lewis's was worse because he was trying to be good.
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr was trying to be bad, and it was.
And let's be honest, he's black, and you expected him to at least be able to carry some sort of rhythm and a note, and he failed all the way around. So I think his is worse because expectations were. I had no expectations of Roseanne Barr. I had a certain amount of expectations for Carl.
Yeah.
You're right about that. I was all aboard the stereotype train on that one, and I think most of us were because it's a really fast black man. Surely he's going to be able to sing as well. Well, no, we all learned a valuable lesson that day. All right, other birthdays today. Carl Lewis, 65. Which, real quick, that was one of the first times I had heard about steroids. Not with him, but because of Canadian, almost said Ben Harper. That's a different guy. Ben Johnson, who beat Carl Lewis. Was it the 88 or the 92 Olympics, Trey? I think it was 80. I think it was 88 or 90. It was one of those.
I think it was 92, actually.
Okay. And everyone was stunned that this Canadian beat Carl Lewis. And then we find out, he was using steroids. That was one of the first times I had heard about it and saw it in action. I was like, okay. That's the only reason Carl Lewis lost. Other birthdays today. Blondie's front lady, Debbie Harry, 81.
Dang.
I don't know if it's because I do afternoons on the X in Brownwood. I think I have not necessarily a newfound appreciation. I just have a found appreciation for Blondie. I didn't realize how much I like some of their music until I started listening to more of it. Like, I really like Blondie.
Mhm.
So happy birthday, Debbie. The opposite of Blondie, Missy Elliott, is 55. Although she may have been blonde at some point, just vastly different type of music, but still solid front lady.
Yep.
Missy Elliott, 55. Liv Tyler is 49. Speaking of movie franchises
Yeah.
from yonder time / Middle Earth, therefore, they all probably smell really bad. Although I will say the elves seem like they would probably smell just fine.
Yeah.
And that's what she was in Lord of
Mhm.
the Rings. Star of the Lord of the Rings trilogy and daughter of Steven Tyler. One of the most, to this day, one of the most awkward father-daughter relationships in modern history. And I don't even think she knew Steven Tyler was her dad till much later in life. I don't know if he knew she was his daughter till she was much older. But once they connected, he was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you as a sexy girl in one of my videos. The video was Crazy by Aerosmith.
Yeah,
It was her and
yeah.
Alicia Silverstone.
Yep.
And
Being crazy.
first of all, as a teenage boy, when that video came out, 2 thumbs up. But as a normal thinking human, I thought, this seems weird. Why as a dad would you put your daughter on a stripper pole in the video? That just seems really, I don't know. It's odd
A
to
lot
me.
of weird things happen in the music industry and in Hollywood that wouldn't fly outside of that realm. That
Well,
are
she was also-
borderline illegal.
She was already a model, and
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that helped launch her career.
Oh,
Truly.
it absolutely did. It was great
Yeah.
for her. I'm sure the other guys in the band were like, you sure about this, Steven? Because we're all going to look. But maybe it's because Alicia Silverstone balanced it out. I don't know. But it's also, I love the song. I think she's a phenomenal actress, Liv Tyler, 49. Like the rest of the cast of Lord of the Rings, the core cast, living off one hell of a payday.
Heck yeah.
Pamela Anderson is 59. Now that is an interesting career. The star of the movie Snapdragon is 59.
I thought you were going to say barbed wire.
I also saw that. I also
Okay,
saw
I
that.
did too. It
Dude,
wasn't horrible.
yeah, it was.
It was very campy, and I think it was very on par for what it was trying to be or whatever. It was, yeah.
Oh,
Totally
it was
It was
perfect
awfully
for her.
bad.
We're going to totally just gloss over a sex tape.
No, we're just talking
Yeah.
about the intended stuff, like the
Sex
stuff
tape
where
was
she
not
was.
her fault, so we can't even talk. You can't try to be like bringing that into the conversation, Trey. Not her fault. It was stolen out of her private stash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same way Kim Kardashian and Ray J's video.
Yeah.
Just
That
somehow,
one, I'm pretty sure Kris Jenner took.
Absolutely, she
she
did.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not think Pam Anderson was involved with hers.
She may not have been, but I think Tommy was, because I'll tell you this right now: there's been
That is potentially true.
as far as I'm aware of, there has never been a celebrity sex tape leaked with a dude from Hollywood with a tiny wiener. So I think if you're Tommy Lee, you're like, oh, sorry, baby, the housekeeper stole it. No, I just think you wanted the world to know that A, you got a hot wife, and B, you got a huge crank.
the drummer from Motley Crue was having trouble pulling
Yeah.
chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
He
no,
needed
I'm not
help.
saying he was
so
having
much help.
I just think he just wanted to show off. They weren't touring at the time. He's like, you know what? I'm feeling it. And finally, celebrating his 74th birthday, original Saturday Night Live cast member, co-creator of Ghostbusters, and an OG Blues brother, Dan Aykroyd, is 74. Also, the front pitch man for Crystal Skull Vodka.
I think he has fallen ill.
Has he?
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
No, I don't like to hear that.
Well,
No.
so he was not at the is it the 50th SNL reunion, and then there was a big tribute to Eddie Murphy, and his daughter showed up in his place. So he has not been seen in about a year.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. I think the last thing I saw him in was not movie wise. I think he was in, if I remember correctly, the John Candy documentary. I think he was in that. I think that's the last thing I saw him do that was, I guess, recent. But Dan Aykroyd's an interesting guy. I think he's a phenomenal talent, interesting career. Like for a while, he was just pitching the Crystal Skull vodka, and he was going to radio stations left and right. And we were all soaked it up. We're like, yeah, we're going to talk to a Ghostbuster today. He's like, first I'm going to tell you about my vodka. We're like, cool, man. We don't care.
We will sit through the timeshare spiel to get to the interview about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He made a fortune off House of Blues.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. He was like the main person for House of Blues. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, the whole Blues Brothers thing. That was such a great that you know what, the Blues Brothers franchise would be an interesting one because they had 2 movies.
Yeah, they did.
As long as you don't go to that mall, but at least you could go to some good concerts. So happy birthday to Dan Aykroyd, 74, and one of my favorite Dan Aykroyd movies, Great Outdoors. And
I love that movie.
It's not just because I love that movie. It's also because I have lived part of that movie. Rebecca, have I told you about my adventure with bats?
I don't think so. Okay, so bats, not bears. That's good.
True. Yeah. So it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
But you remember in the scene in The Great Outdoors when a bat got in the cabin and he and John Candy wearing wicker trash baskets over their face, trash bags wrapped around them. They got brooms and mops and they're going to battle with this bat. That was me about 2 years ago. There was a bat flying around inside of our house, and Tara shrieked, woke up. She ran outside onto the balcony outside, closed the door, and locked it behind her. And then it was me with a broom and a wicker trash can over my head, going toe to toe with a bat. There are very few movies I have actually lived out scenes of, and the bat in The Great Outdoors is one of them. It was very surreal.
And you lived to tell about it.
And I lived to tell the tale. Fun night. Those good times. Yeah. Happy birthday, Dan Aykroyd, 74. Taught me how to fight a bat. Without that movie, I don't know if I would have known what to do.
And they say movies are trash. No, that was like a learning experience.
It was. Every other movie that teaches you how to deal with a bat is you just got to wait for it to turn into Dracula and stab it in the heart with a stake. And I was glad I didn't have to do that.
Or you could have gone Aussie.
They're faster than you think. I'm pretty sure the one Ozzy got at had been sedated.
Somebody handed it to him off stage.
Yeah, that bat was already half gone. Yeah. He just put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
He may have already bitten Ozzy and just, the blood, and who knows what was in there.
I agree.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com. You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
If you would like more Treehouse in your life, and I highly recommend it, it makes me happy. It'll make you happy too. Go to treehouseonair.com. You can click on subscribe, and that'll take you to our Patreon, or go straight to it. Patreon.com/treehouseonair, and subscribe to Treehouse Plus, Super Plus, or Ultimate Treehouse today. You can get subscriber-only content, video episodes, all right there. And sometimes you get shows before anybody else. All the advantages there with Treehouse Plus. Patreon.com/treehouseonair. Quick show of hands. Who knows how to change a tire? My hand is up. Trey's hand is up. Rebecca's kind of doing a royal wave,
I've
sort
been
of.
taught, but I've never had to do it.
Okay, who taught you?
Oddly enough, it was a volleyball coach from high school. We had a flat on the way to a volleyball tournament, and he got out, and then he's like, everybody else get out. This is going to be a teachable moment, and then showed us how to change a tire.
That's a good coach. Well done.
Yeah.
So the good news is from the time that he showed you how to change that tire to today, not a whole lot has changed in tire changing technology. The biggest advancement is the wheel lock thing. You just got to make sure you got that wheel lock so you can undo that one nut and then you can take the whole thing off. Not everyone knows how to change a tire. Now, look, we've talked before about, if you were a parent and what you would teach your kid and whatever, and certain basic things, including car maintenance. If I really wanted to, I could learn and do my own oil change. I don't want to. It's just not a thing. But I have had to change many a tires in my life. I think that's an essential skill, but not everyone gets taught it. It's not their fault. If you had to think about Dallas-Fort Worth TV people, how many of them do you think know how to change their own tire?
None.
Some might surprise you. Some maybe not. I'm a firm believer that Steve Noviello knows how to change a tire, and if not, I know his producer / photog Raul absolutely does. And I kind of feel like Greg, the weather guy from Channel 8, I feel like he could change a tire.
Yeah. Greg
Fields?
Yeah, he definitely can.
Speaking of Channel 8, the other day on their morning show, I guess Greg had the day off, and they discussed changing tires because their traffic reporter, Ms. Lopez, confessed to everyone on the WFAA morning show that she does not know how to change a tire.
Sure knows I can't change my own tires, so.
You can't?
No.
Really?
Do you guys?
You're so close to it.
Wow. That WFAA anchor went hard on the traffic reporter. Also, did you guys know that the Capital One Venture Card guy is an anchor at Channel 8? I'm waiting for him to tell me what's in my wallet.
Like him.
It looks just like him.
Yeah.
That is Matt Howerton. He is a WFAA anchor, and he just couldn't help himself when the door opened to make fun of their tiny traffic reporter.
Sure knows I can't change my own tires, so.
You can't?
No.
Really?
Do you guys?
You're so close to it.
I'm sorry.
And Greg's not here, so I have to
You have to
take over
knock
a little
me
bit. I
down
have to
a
be
few
me.
pegs.
You're taking it out on poor sweet little.
It is funny, though, if you look at it, because the two anchors, you got Matt and the blonde, they're in chairs. And then, so seated, they're taller than she is. So I guess she is quite tiny.
Erica over there.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like as a traffic anchor, we need to teach you how to change your tire.
So sorry.
You know how to change a tire?
I do.
Do you know how to?
I do.
I'm the only one.
Really?
I don't change them, but I do know how.
Maybe you're like.
I don't change them. That would be my response too. I don't do it, but I know.
I know how in theory. I just smile.
Don't.
I just smile and let someone else come do it for me.
I call the number that's on my phone that comes and does the thing.
That reminds me. Does it? I don't have my wallet right in front of me. Does the back of the Texas license, does it still have the roadside assistance number on the back of it? The last I looked, it did. I've used that before. It works. I can't remember if they come check on you on the tollway or not, but like I remember I called them one time. I think I was in a station vehicle. This is years and years ago. But I called the number on the back of my license for roadside assistance. It was off of like 35 Mockingbird area. And yeah, they came and helped and got me back on my way. It was great. It was free. Didn't have to pay AAA stuff or anything.
That's awesome. How do more people not know about this?
I'm with you. It's one of those things, like I had heard about it, and then I tried it one time, and the next thing you know, I'm trying to tell everyone, call that number on the back of your license. It's free. I mean, tax dollars are paying for it, but
sure.
they're not taking your money right then and there. They just show up, whenever they show up, and they help you. Luckily, when I called them, they happened to be down the road. They were there in like 20 minutes, and I was back on the road within 30. If you're calling at 5 o'clock on a Friday, you might still be there, but they at least won't charge you for it.
Right.
But I do love, there's always one person, and it's usually a girl, that says, I know how, but I just don't.
Oh, and you.
One.
I don't change them, but I do know how.
Maybe is it like
I love how she says it. She delivers it in such a way that it's a little demeaning.
No, it totally is. She went into like, my daddy is paid for everything, and I'm gonna flex that on you right now.
Yeah.
a Texas thing they teach the ladies? That they didn't teach me this in New York.
It's like I don't want to be murdered on the side of the road.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, my dad also is like, if you're gonna have a car, you're gonna learn how to car. Yeah, you know.
Hold on, that's why she doesn't know. She's from New York. Nobody drives there.
Yeah, it's
that
a geographical
explains it all.
thing.
Yeah.
No, it's New York City. So she just said New York, not New York City.
I bet you $100 she's from somewhere where they don't really drive around a whole heck of a lot.
Like even where I'm staying right now, I'm outside the city. We don't even have a car right now because we don't need it, because we can walk to everything, and then if we need to get to the train to get to the city, we can get an Uber or something that'll get us there. But again, changing a tire, I think, is an essential thing. The good news is, like in the olden days, if we needed to learn how to change a tire and dad or papa or mom wasn't there to show you, you had to crack open the owner's manual of your vehicle. Nowadays, you can just pull it up on YouTube, and it's so specific. It's not just how to change a tire. It's how to change a tire on a 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
Yep.
It will tell you that your specific year, make, model, everything. It's right there. It might take you a little time to watch the video and then do it, but at least it's, right there. The biggest thing is just is trusting other people not to run you over as you do it.
Yeah, fact.
And that's the scariest part.
Especially if it's on the opposite side from where you've had to pull over and it's like facing the street. That's the most dangerous, obviously. That's where you're going to die.
Yeah. If you can.
Yes. Pull over far away.
Get off the highway. Like, the shoulder is one thing, but if you can get all the way off that thing, maybe pull into a Chick-fil-A if it's not Sunday, because not only will they probably help you change it, you can also get some chicken nugs while you wait. That's my recommendation. Trey, I'm asking you this because it's very much a sexist question, and also based on what Rebecca said before.
I was waiting for the sexist part.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Do you have a personal record? Do you have a personal best on tire changing?
No, I've
NASCAR.
Yeah.
What's your change? Come on.
I don't know why, but I had such a streak of bad luck with flat tires for a while that I actually kept time. And I think my fastest was 13 minutes or something from the time I pulled over to the time I pulled out, which I was pretty impressed by. It was also because it was on the shoulder of I-20, and I was like, I better hurry.
Yep.
But I don't know why I had such a streak of bad luck when it came to flat tires. I was like, all right, time me.
Maybe you're a shitty driver.
I am not.
No, I think it might be more than Dallas Bros or trash.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Literally,
Rebecca, go with me on this one.
And riddled with screws and nails and everything else.
I know. As a friend, I appreciate you having my back, Rebecca. But Trey's right. Inside the treehouse, we should dogpile on one another where we can. So this is where you need to back up Trey and be like, "Yeah, Dan, you're a terrible driver."
I have to defend you, and my reasoning is because I also go through tires like a crazy person. I'm not kidding you.
You're a chick. We expect that.
Oh no, there it is. All right, last thing, because I teased it and I just want to stick it in there because I just have to. Brain worms. Doctors thought a man had brain cancer, but they found live tapeworms instead.
Oh, good. Oh, that's better.
Give me the flat tire.
The tumor.
Fluid-filled cysts containing tapeworm larvae were mistaken for metastatic cancer on a man in Spain. Wow. 60 years old. Doctors thought he had metastatic brain cancer, but then scans revealed tapeworm larvae in his brain.
How? How did they get there?
Is that trichinosis?
I believe
Is
so.
it tapeworms or is it because
Tapeworms, yeah. The patient, a lifelong resident of Castellón, Spain, had not traveled to any regions where the disease is endemic, according to the case that was reported in the CDC's journal. The man had initially come to the hospital after suffering 2 weeks of progressive headaches and mild behavioral changes. CT scan showed multiple abnormal spots that looked like tumors that had spread from cancer elsewhere in the body, leading them to suspect brain cancer. However, whole body scans, a colonoscopy, and specialized imaging failed to identify cancer anywhere in the patient's body, which, if I can just say, if you're going to be that invasive in my body, on one hand, I'll be grateful you didn't find anything. On the other, I'll be like, you couldn't have found something for all that penetrating? When doctors performed a more detailed MRI, they discovered several fluid-filled cysts in the brain, some of which contained the head of a tapeworm. A blood test confirmed the diagnosis of neurocystic cirrhosis. Cystocirrhosis, yeah. Ugh. He successfully recovered, no complications, other than the fact everyone knows that his brain was full of worms for a while.
How do you go on living with that knowledge? Like, in all honesty, because that's what's creeping me out the most, is that there was worms crawling around up in my head.
Yeah. The authors of the study suggested that the patient may have gotten the infection after accidentally ingesting microscopic tapeworm eggs years before.
Years?
So not only are they there, they're in there humping and making new ones.
Yeah.
Dan, I have a question.
Oh, no.
What prize do you like to get when you get penetrated deeply? Is your ass like a Happy Meal?
It's more like the crown that you get at Burger King. I hate that you asked it, and I also hated that I had an answer. I also have a second answer, which I know I'm going to regret. If I'm at McDonald's, it's just Playland. For all things Treehouse, treehouseonair.com. Be sure to like, share, and follow on social media and subscribe on YouTube. The handles for both at Treehouse On Air, at Treehouse On Air. Again, that's good for social media and our YouTube channel. What now?
We need to get you a cake topper of the Golden Arches. Becca, do you know what a cake topper is?
Yes.
No, there's a new version of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's what Gen Z is now calls tramp stamps. Cake toppers.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's not as exciting to you?
Yeah, that was very anticlimactic.
Well, it's because you had the other version in your head. We'll see you next time right here inside the Treehouse. Ugh.